In 2021, I was 56 kilos at 6 foot. Now, just before the end of 2025, I've gained 24 kilos of high quality muscle tissue. And here is exactly how. First of all, though, I have been anorexically skinny my whole life up until about 2, 3 years ago. Now, I thought it was just genetic. I looked like an alien. I genuinely looked like an alien. I thought it was just genetic. I thought it was my metabolism. I thought it was just fate, basically. And I tried lots of different things and just kept failing and never actually made progress. Now, there are multiple problems that you're going to be facing right now. I am going to be releasing a full video on how I done it to a T on Sunday, so subscribe and tune in for that. But until then, there are a couple of mistakes that you're making, that I was making, and you need to avoid it. Now, we are conditioned when we go to the gym, we are conditioned that we have to eat chicken breast, we have to eat turkey, we have to eat lean meats, we have to stay away from fat because fat is bad for you. Whereas, yes, some fats are bad for you, but there are fats which are really, really, really good for you. Now, I'm going to list off a few tips here and there throughout this video, but first of all, I want to tackle the main issues. So, first of all, one thing that I was doing, I was having lamb, I was having chicken breast. Fucking stop. Chicken breast is not calorie dense enough. So you can't eat enough before you become full. Now, quick little tip before I go into this. If you actually eat faster, now don't eat too fast because you might give yourself digestion issues. But if you eat faster, then you can actually... Sorry guys, I'm extremely tired. You can actually eat more before your brain realises that you're full. Because it really is a brain. Even hunger. Hunger is a hormone. It's not because you need food. Us as humans, we can survive a month without food. But the only problem is, we can't do it without looking skinny as shit. So, you can sort of manipulate your body to be more hungry by eating more frequently throughout the day, right? You can also push yourself each time you eat. Don't make yourself sick, but push yourself each time you eat. That way your stomach sort of expands and you get used to eating more. You can have more fibre, you can add in some greens, some spinach, not too much, and this can help you pass through food, and the quicker and the better your digestion is, the more you're going to be able to eat. But anyways, I'm sort of going off track here, guys. I'm extremely tired. I wasn't even supposed to make a YouTube video. I was going to release a different video, but I was like, no, I'm going to release it on Sunday evening. So I apologise if I do ramble a little bit, but you're just going to need to deal with it. So, issues. Chicken breast is not calorie dense enough. Turkey, not calorie dense enough. Lamb, not calorie dense enough. I'm going to give you some things that you should be having every single fucking day. Now, snacks, dark chocolate, nuts, peanut butter, dates, even fruit. But when I say fruit, I just mean apples and bananas, because berries are very low calorie as well, and they can be very filling for the amount of calories that you actually get, because we all know it's all about calories, right? There's no getting over that you're going to need to have more calories during the day. Personally, for me, before, when I started, my maintenance was like 2,800 calories or like 3,000 calories. Now, my maintenance is 4,000 calories. It's absolutely absurd. It's crazy. Now, I don't even do gaining phases anymore, which is the correct term for bulking. It's what I run my clients through. I run my clients through gaining phases, which I'm going to cover this weekend anyways, not bulks, because bulks you end up fat, you end up foggy, you end up spotty, you end up feeling like shit in every aspect of life. But anyways, moving forward, so you've got your snacks. You can also just drink whole milk as a snack. Like, you can treat that as a snack. Cheese, salted butter. Now, not Lurpak or Flora or any of those bullshit brands, because they've got seed oils in them. They're terrible for your testosterone. But what is really, really good for your testosterone is the blocks of butter. So if you go to... Oh, jeez. If you go to a supermarket and get block butter, the only ingredients on the back being milk and salt, not seed oils, you can literally snack on that. If you enjoy that, you can snack on that. You can snack on fucking raw eggs if you want. You can snack on really anything. It doesn't have to taste the best. Like I say, my favourite, personal favourite, is dark chocolate. Personal favourite. I also love cheese. So you can just get cheese, you can snack on it throughout the day. Now, what you also want to be doing is drinking liquid calories, but not chocolate. In fact, I'm going to put that to the end of the video. What I want to cover though is what you should be eating instead. So instead of chicken breast, chicken thigh. Instead of steak, 25% fat mince. Instead of lamb and turkey and things of that nature, have salmon. So salmon, chicken thigh, 25% fat mince. If you're going to have a steak, have a ribeye steak, because that is the highest calorie steak. Have those. Always cook everything in olive oil and the block butter. And this is going to help getting some extra calories in as well. Use sauces, use seasonings, make it taste as nice as you possibly can. Now, you want to be pairing these with, for me, right? So scientifically, potatoes are actually better for fat loss. But for me, I can eat so much potato, and I love it. Love potato so much. Ugh. Woo! Anyways, I apologise for that. Potatoes supposed to be good for fat loss, but if you like them, if you enjoy them, have them. You always want to, at night time, have your biggest fucking meal. Because the problem is when we are in a gaining phase, or I'll say bulking for your terms, when you are bulking, and if you're having bigger meals throughout the day, then that is going to give you more risk of having brain fog and energy crashes and whatnot. So if you can place majority of your calories at the very end of your day, like a feast, then you can just be lethargic and tired after it. It's okay because you've done all the necessary things for that day anyways. What I personally do, right? Don't know how I've managed to do it, how to train myself to do it, but I place about 2,000 to 2,500 calories at the very end of my day. One massive meal every single day. And you know what it is? 25% fat beef mince. I've been having it every single day for months. And 275 grams of basmati rice. Now the basmati rice, tasty. Mince, tasty. I'll add in some salt and then I'll add in some like chicken seasoning. And that's it. A little bit of butter. That's it. A little bit of water. Just so it's a bit more moist. I'm an idiot. Anyways, have that. I keep losing my train of thought. I apologise, man. Have that if you want to get fucking jacked. That's a really good one. You can get so much down. If you eat it relatively fast, you can get it down easily. The higher the fat percentage of the mince, the more moist it is. I don't like that word, man. Sort of tweaking out when I say that, but 25% fat mince is easier to get down. The higher fat percentage makes it smoother, and the basmati rice also digests relatively quickly. So if you can have that like 2 hours before bed, it will digest quicker than pasta would. And the problem is as well that I find is if you have pasta at night time, and it takes a while to digest because pasta really isn't the best carb source, to be honest with you. If it takes ages to digest and it's not fully digested by the time you've woken up, you're literally still too fucking full to eat again anyways. Whereas if you have white rice, it digests rapidly, and then in the morning you wake up and you're fucking hungry again, and then you could snack on some dark chocolate. You could have a little, I don't know, Greek yogurt bowl with some fucking granola and whatnot, whatever you enjoy, and then you can start having your shake. You can start having your pre-workout meal, your post-workout meal, which I go through with my clients. I go through what they like, what they enjoy, and I make up a full diet framework for them to follow on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you want that exact same access, one-to-one, for me to go hands-on into your day, build you a program, develop your mindset, develop your body, your physique, your lifestyle, all in, hold you accountable, give you the correct steps, no more guesswork, full blueprint, DM me on WhatsApp 07835261491. If you want advice, if you want to ask me some questions, follow me on Instagram, Tony MC Coaching. More than happy to answer any questions. But anyways, moving forward, swap these out. Now, primary carb sources for you would be oats. It would be white rice. Like I say, white rice, no fucking brown rice. It takes too long to digest. Sourdough bread is a decent one as well. It tastes good. You can use that as sort of a snack if you like. Sourdough bread with peanut butter and like a protein shake on the side, whatever. Always have carbs, fat and protein together. That way the protein and fat can slow down the glucose spike of the carbohydrates, and that will stop energy crashes and brain fog and tiredness during the day. But anyways, do that, and then you can mix oats and whole milk and an unflavoured protein powder and other things in there into a blender, and you can drink that every single day. Every single day. You could drink that 90 minutes before your workout. You could have it up to 1,000 calories. You could have it tasting like a banana milkshake. You can have that 1,000 calories, boom, get that down before a workout, head straight to the gym. Use the oats in the gym. That way you don't get an energy crash, you don't get brain fog, because you're utilising the glucose straight away. So you're not getting that. You are getting a spike, but you're not. You're having more sustained energy because you're utilising it, you're using it in the gym. And then the insulin which is released, you can also nullify the effects of that while you're in the gym, because all of the fucking hormones in your body and your central nervous system. But anyways, I won't go into that. So do that. That is the mistake that you have to avoid, is eating low calorie but high protein and sort of like what anyone else in the gym has told you to eat. Fucking forget about it. Unless they are someone like me who has coached dozens of men to get into the best shape of their life, and they have done it themselves, don't listen to them. A lot of guys, a lot of roid heads, a lot of older guys will say to you, yeah, chicken breast, and chicken breast is great, brilliant, but not if you're on a bulk, not if you're in a gaining phase. So if this has helped, comment on this video, show some support, boost this video out to some other brothers, and stay tuned for Sunday, because this video is going to be crazy. God bless you all.